Hello Libra, my name is Keith Haswell and I'm a professional astrologer with 40 years experience in the business and over 30,000 clients worldwide. I've got 150 YouTube videos up there on all aspects of personal and spiritual growth on YouTube. And it's my pleasure to welcome you, Libra, to this particular analysis of your cycles for 2015. We're starting in February. Now, what I'm going to do for you on this particular video, Libra, is to look at your personality analysis first of all, to tell you a few things about yourself. That's always a lot of fun. And then I'm going to look at the movements of the planets through the houses of your horoscope during 2015 and the type of events that you can experience in life. Now Libra, you are a very idealistic type of person. You're an air sign, so you're very communicative. You love music, artistic and creative things. You're always seeking balance and harmony around yourself. So you love relationships, you love friendships and attachments, you love the social side of life, and you like getting out among the general public in parades and shopping malls and things like that. But you're having problems quite often in life working out who you are and trying to find that balance inside of yourself there, Libra. Now, you seem to have a lot of mystery surrounding your finances. So there's a lot of secret things there to do with your finances. Maybe you earn some money that's tax-free and things like that that you don't openly discuss with friends and that type of thing. Now, you have friends who live distantly from you and relatives who live distantly from you quite feasibly. You love driving into the country, Libra, and seeing all the nature, especially the mountains and the trees. You're very frank, straightforward and to the point. You call a spade, and you drive a motor vehicle that's manufactured overseas or distantly from the place of your birth. Now, you seem to have delays with regard to changes of residence. You either work from home or you bring a lot of work home to do at home. There's some unhappiness to do with one of your parents, maybe the early death of one of your parents or a breakup in their relationship or something there to do with your parents that brings quite a bit of unhappiness for you from time to time. Now, there seems to be unusual social activities that you go in for. Anything that's out of the ordinary is naturally appealing to you, and you get involved in relationships under very unusual circumstances. 1,000,000 to 1 chance that you ran into this person and formed this relationship. You're likely to live with somebody more so than get married, perhaps. And you can have a relationship that is a bisexual relationship or something of that nature as well. There is a possibility. You like unusual types of activities as far as your recreation and things like that are concerned. Now, you could work in a hospital or an institution or in some way connected with the health-related field. There's also a possibility, Libra, that you could work in the creative and artistic expression of some description. Now, you seem to have a few secret worries about health, and you have a few secret worries in life connected with friends that you meet through the job. There's perhaps hidden enemies in the job, and you could have some problems there with people that you work with who are backbiting and gossiping behind your back and all sorts of things like that. And there's potential for some drug involvement too with the people that you work with. Now, you do get into a close relationship early in life based on physical attraction and get your fingers burnt and end up breaking that relationship up. And your partner perhaps at some time in your life would wear a uniform in their job. They can be very dominant and assertive in their nature as well. Well, that's just a few things about yourself anyway, Libra. Now I'm going to look at the movements of the planets through the houses of your horoscope. And what I'm going to do is to put it on a timeline for you. I'm going to look at the movements. We're starting in February. And I'm going to look at the movements of the Sun, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter and Saturn. As they move through the houses of your horoscope, Libra, they bring about certain events and conditions in your life that are transitory influences. So let's look at what's going on for you. I'll put it all on a timeline for you, Libra. so that it's easy for you to follow on a week-by-week basis. Now we start off on the 20th of February, Libra, with the Sun is in the 6th house of your horoscope, seeing a focus of your personality upon the job, health and dietary matters. On the 21st of February, Mars moves into the 7th house of your horoscope and sees a fair bit of trouble in relationships, potential for arguments and conflicts with people that you're in relationship with. On the 22nd of February, Venus moves into the 7th house of relationships, and there's a great deal of opportunity there for the strengthening of existing relationships, pleasant social activities with your partner or spouse. On the 18th of March, Venus moves into the 8th house of your horoscope, seeing joint finances receiving a boost, a heightening of your sex drive, especially if you're female, and there seems to be a great deal of love for the mysteries of life. Now on the 21st of March, Libra, the Sun moves into the 7th house of your horoscope, and for 30 days there's a lot of focus upon your partner or your spouse, a strengthening of a relationship, and a lot of pleasant social activities out there with the general public. On the 1st of April, Libra, Mars moves into the 8th house of your horoscope, and for 30 days, for 2 or 3 weeks, Mars sees a fair bit of stress and tension to do with joint finances, a heightening of your sex drive if you're male. On the 12th of April, Venus moves into the 9th house of your horoscope, Libra, and it remains there for 2 or 3 weeks. There's a lot more pleasant social activities with in-laws and with people that you've had an educational process with. It's a good time for you for travel overseas, and it's very favourable for you for social activities involving people from overseas. On the 21st of April, the Sun moves into the 8th house of your horoscope and remains there for 30 days, Libra. With the Sun in the 8th house of your horoscope, there's a focus upon inner transformation and change for 30 days. Joint finances also come to the fore. There's a heightening of your sex drive, no doubt, and there seems to be a lot of deep introspection and reflection going on within yourself. On the 8th of May, Venus moves into the 10th house of your horoscope, and for 2 or 3 weeks, Libra, it's a very good time for you for expansion in business, job interviews, career advancements and things like that, and also pleasant social activities revolving around parents. Now on the 12th of May, Libra, Mars moves into the 9th house of your horoscope, and for 2 or 3 weeks you can have some conflicts with people about religious differences. It's not a good time for travel, and there can be some frustrations with in-laws. On the 22nd of May, Libra, the Sun moves into the 9th house of your horoscope, and for 30 days it sees good stars for travel, favourable stars for you through group social activities, especially involving in-laws, and it's very favourable for the expansion of your consciousness through adult education. Now on the 6th of June, Libra, Venus moves into the 11th house and begins a 2 or 3 week period which is very favourable for social activities involving other people's children, perhaps connected with your children, and also a very happy time for you for the formation of new friendships. Group activities, club activities are favoured. 22nd of June, the Sun moves into the 10th house of your horoscope, Libra, and remains there for 30 days, seeing a boost as far as your career and business is concerned, and pleasant social activities with parents if they're alive. On the 25th of June, Mars moves into the 10th house of your horoscope, Libra, and remains there for 2 or 3 weeks, seeing potential for arguments and conflicts with parents, tensions and stresses connected with business and career, and also potential for tensions through government departments. On the 20th of July, Libra, Venus moves into the 12th house of your horoscope, and for 2 or 3 weeks there's a propensity to get involved in a secret romantic attachment. So just be careful there as far as that's concerned about your ethics, morals, principles and values. And there can be secret worries there associated with friendships and relationships. The 23rd of July, the Sun moves into the 11th house of your horoscope, Libra, and remains there for 30 days, seeing a lot of group activities, club activities, activities through friends. On the 26th of July, Venus goes retrograde. Now, when a planet is retrograde, Libra, it means that it impacts negatively upon the houses that it rules, not the house that it sits in. And Venus rules your 8th house and your 1st house. So therefore, there can be some problems for you to do with joint finances, secret worries about joint finances, and secret worries about personal and self-initiated efforts. On the 1st of August, Venus moves into the 11th house of your horoscope. It's still in a retrograde motion though, so it's still impacting negatively. It's going backwards into the 10th house of your horoscope, into the 11th house of your horoscope. Now on the 9th of August, Libra, Mars moves into the 11th house of your horoscope, and for 2 or 3 weeks there can be conflicts and tensions with friends. You'll have a lot of more interest in group activities that are to do with vigorous sports and things like that. Now on the 24th of August, the Sun moves into the 12th house of your horoscope, and for 30 days with the Sun in the 12th house of your horoscope, Libra, there's a potential there for being your own worst enemy, and you can have a lot of secret worries and insecurities and bad judgment. So just be careful of what you're doing there at that time. Now on the 8th of September, Libra, Venus starts going direct again. It's in the 11th house of your horoscope, seeing a great deal of love for friends, and group activities and club activities go well. On the 24th of September, the Sun moves into the 1st house of your horoscope, Libra, and remains there for 30 days. With the Sun in the 1st house of your horoscope, you'll have a sunny disposition, Libra, and you'll have a good capacity to commence and start projects and ideas that originate from your own creativity. On the 26th of September, Mars moves into the 12th house of your horoscope, and for 2 or 3 weeks you can have bad judgment and you can have secret worries, so just be careful of your judgment during that time. On the 9th of October, Libra, Venus moves into the 12th house of your horoscope, and for 2 or 3 weeks there's a propensity to get involved in secret attachments. On the 24th of October, the Sun moves into the 2nd house of finances and remains there for 30 days, Libra. That sees a focus upon finances and matters relating to your sense of security. On the 9th of November, Venus moves into the 1st house of your horoscope, Libra, and remains there for 2 or 3 weeks. With Venus in the 1st house of your horoscope, you'll be very outgoing in your affections. It's a very good time for commencing or starting new projects or ideas, and it's a very favourable time for you for formation of new relationships. On the 13th of November, Mars moves into the 1st house of your horoscope, Libra, and for 2 or 3 weeks you'll have a lot of extra enthusiasm for your ideas in life and a lot of extra energy to apply to new projects and beginnings, but just be careful not to act on impulse. On the 23rd of November, the Sun moves into the 3rd house of your horoscope, Libra, and remains there for 30 days, seeing a lot of a focus upon relatives and neighbours and the expansion of your mind. On the 6th of December, Venus moves into the 2nd house of finances, Libra, and remains there for 2 or 3 weeks, seeing a boost financially for you. On the 23rd of December, the Sun moves into the 4th house of your horoscope, Libra, and remains there for 30 days, seeing a focus upon the family and the domestic side of life, and a lot of pleasant social activities revolving around parents if they're in your life. On the 30th of December, the last one that we come to, Venus moves into the 3rd house of your horoscope, and for 2 or 3 weeks it's a good time socially through relatives and neighbours, and it's a good time for buying and selling things, Libra, and entering into contracts or agreements. Now I'm going to look at the movements of Jupiter for you, Libra. Jupiter is retrograde starting from the 1st of February, and it impacts negatively upon your 3rd house and 6th house. So therefore it can impact negatively upon relatives and neighbours, contracts and agreements and matters relating to short journeys. Also to do with your job and your health can be impacted negatively, and be very careful with your judgment in who you trust with confidences in the job during that period up until the 9th of April. So from the 1st of February to the 9th of April, Jupiter is retrograde, seeing potential for bad judgment, okay? Now then, Libra, between the 9th of April and the 12th of August, Jupiter is in the 11th house of your horoscope going direct. So that's a beautiful time for you through friends, group activities, club activities bring a lot of happiness, other people's children on a social level, perhaps connected with your children, bring a lot of happiness. And there's very favourable stars for you for the formation of friendships and for travel overseas with a friend, or for you visiting a friend overseas, or them travelling to visit you from overseas. On the 12th of August, Libra, Jupiter moves into the 12th house of your horoscope, and for the balance of the year, Jupiter in the 12th house of your horoscope is very favourable for you for solitude. You'll derive a lot of benefit from introspection and reflection, and through the magic and the wonder of solitude, you can aspire towards the divine and understand a lot about yourself during that time. Now Saturn, Libra, during the last 3 or 4 months and also through the whole of this year, is in your 3rd house of your horoscope. Now that's the sickness or death of a relative or a neighbour, potentially. There's frustrations for you to do with motor vehicles, and there can be difficulties with regard to contracts and agreements that cause problems for you. Now Saturn goes retrograde between March and August, and when Saturn is retrograde it impacts negatively upon your 4th and 5th houses, so matters relating to family, parents, the domestic side of life and property matters, also to do with children, romance, love and the social side of life is impacted negatively between March and August, unless you can be very practical and well organised and planned things out carefully with regard to those particular areas. And then after August, Saturn starts going direct, and so things will ease up in those particular areas. And you'll have an opportunity in the balance of the year, Libra, to be able to do well as far as contracts and agreements and the development and expansion of your mind, as long as you're very practical and down to earth. And that's as far as I go for you, Libra, as far as your transiting influences are concerned. Now there's 2 different types of methodologies that astrologers can use in order to be able to tell you what's coming up in the future. The first one is what's called the transits. That's the actual movement of the planets as they move through the zodiac, they move through the houses of your horoscope, and they're the ones that I've just given you there. Now they're transitory influences which tend towards certain events and conditions but can be changed by your willpower and by being forewarned. Now, as far as the other type of methodology is concerned, it's called progressions. And these are based on your individual horoscope. It's nothing to do with other Librans or those with a Libran ascendant. It's to do with you personally and your individual horoscope. What happens is that the planets move by progression. One day in actual movement is equal to a year by progression, Libra. So if we want to look at where your planets are when you're 30 years of age, all we've got to do is look at where they were when you were 30 days old. And if we want to look at where the progress planets are when you're 45 years of age, we just look at where they were when you were 45 days old. So as they move in these progressions, they form aspects with your natal planets, and they bring about events and conditions in your life that are part of your roadmap in life, Libra. These are things that you've planned for yourself to experience prior to coming into this incarnation, okay? So they're set by you. Karma is never assigned by God or Goddess. It's always chosen by you. On higher levels of consciousness, of course, but you have the opportunity prior to coming into this life to set out what your experiences in life are going to be. So this is a roadmap in life, and these are events and conditions in your life that will happen, that they're part of your karma or your destiny. And this is a roadmap in life that tells you when you're going to have financial impacts, both positively and negatively, when you're going to have dealings with relatives and neighbours, positively and negative, changes of residence, impacts from parents, death of parents, sickness of parents, changes in circumstances domestically, investments in property, when you're going to form romantic attachments, breakups, marriage, birth of children, when you're going to travel overseas, when you're going to have changes in your job, when you're going to have bouts of illness, when you're going to have loss of job, when you're going to get married, when you're going to separate, when you're going to divorce, when you're going to travel with your partner, when you're going to have the death of those around you, when you're going to have opportunities to go into business, advancements in your career, changes in expansion, the collapse in business, loss of a job, career, and formation of friendships, breakups of friendships, bouts in hospital and operations and things like that. So these are all major events in your life that are going to happen, and most astrologers, for your progressions over a period of 2 or 3 years, they'll charge somewhere between $60 and $150 depending on their experience and their expertise at the game. And they'll lay out the roadmap in life for you from your progressions. It's from your personal individual horoscope, not from something that is to do with the general sun sign or the rising sign, okay? But what I am prepared to do for you, Libra, is I'm prepared to do your progressions for you over the next 30 months free of charge, okay? This is a new service of mine. So even if you had your horoscope done by me in the past, you're welcome to go to my website and submit your birth details again, and I'll do your progressions for you over the next 30 months free of charge. So this is a new service. It's very, very popular, and it helps you to understand what your roadmap is in life and what's coming up over the next 30 months and how you can take advantage of the opportunities that are there and be forewarned about the negative impacts that are coming up in your life, okay? Subscribe to my videos because I'm pumping out new videos all the time, Libra. It's nice to have this opportunity to be able to talk with you. And I've got 12 CDs there in my website as well that are available for you to download on all aspects of personal and spiritual growth. And they're only the introductory CDs. You can go into deeper CDs of mine from my other books as well. So it's nice to have this opportunity to be able to talk with you. I thank you for your attentiveness here, and I look forward to working further with you should you decide to visit my website and submit your birth details. The website address has no doubt popped up on the screen by now, so you can write that down, and now let's have some fun together and help you to become more of the giant that you truly are, Libra. God and Goddess love you, and they know your name, and they want you to become all that you can be and more. So it's time for you now. You've been brought to this particular video not by chance. You've been brought to this particular video, Libra, because you're ready to make changes inside of yourself that you weren't ready to make even a month ago. So thank you once again for your attentiveness, and I look forward to working further with you. Thank you.